So let's just talk. Welcome, my name is Patrice, The.Patrice.Denise, and I'm over here living a healthy, sustainable life, one day at a time, one step at a time. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are new, welcome. If you resonate with any of this as you go through this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join this community where we're over here loving on each other, motivating each other to continue on. If you're not new, thank you for joining another one of my videos. But right, let's talk. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I would say it was the middle of last week, and I just heard the words, let's talk. For me, that was from the Holy Spirit, and that meant that it was time for me to talk to him. But then also, as I was talking to him, it led me to say to you guys, let's talk. Let's just talk. I want to get back into doing the videos where I just talk about how my week has went, talk about how everything is going with my GLP-1 journey. You know, I'm on the medication Mounjaro, been on this medication since November of 2022. Yes, November of 2022. Prior to that, I was on Ozempic, and with Ozempic, I got up to the 1 milligram dose, and when I tried to get to the 2 milligram dose, more for weight loss, not for blood sugar control. My blood sugars were down. My A1C was in an appropriate range. Well, it was like 5.9 at that time. But when I was trying to get to the 2.0, the 2 milligram dose of Ozempic, it was out of stock. That's when, a lot of the shortages started about during that time. And so after researching, after talking to my provider, we switched to Mounjaro, and that has been where I've been at ever since. I have been only up to the 7.5 milligram dose of Mounjaro. Started at 2.5 milligrams, went up to the 5, stayed on the 5 for a long time. I think it was up to from the first month all the way up to, I would say, 6 months. And then I went to 7.5, then I went right back down to 5 because I couldn't take it. In the side effects, I just wasn't eating, and then I went back down to the 5 milligram dose. Then I went back up to the 7.5 milligram dose about November of 2023, and have been on a 7.5 milligram dose ever since. My blood sugars, my A1C, prior to starting with Ozempic, was high as 13. Being on Ozempic for that time, and then right before I started Mounjaro, my A1C was at 5.9, and here it ranges between 5.4 5.6. It even got down to 5.2 when I did a random A1C back in May, and I'm excited to see where it will be when I go to my doctor in November. I am in maintenance mode, when I say maintenance mode, my blood sugars are in a normal range. My A1C is normal range. My weight, I wanted to get my weight down to 160 or below 160. I got there. I now range between 160 and 165-ish. The last time I checked, I was weighing myself. I have not weighed myself in a while. So my last weight was 161.6, and that was on August the 29th. So I have not weighed myself in 2 weeks. Okay, so I need to weigh myself. But I did my injection on yesterday. I am on 7.5 milligrams of Mounjaro, and I am injecting every 14 days. Let me go ahead and say this. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a provider. I am not a pharmacist. I am just someone sharing my journey. So definitely make sure you talk with your doctor before you make any changes to the plan of care that your doctor has recommended or prescribed. But I have been taking my injections every 14 days. Because I am in my self-proclaimed maintenance mode. Being on a 7.5 milligram dose of Mounjaro, I am able to take it every 14 days because my blood sugars are in that normal range, and my weight, I am okay where I'm at right now. I was thinking the other day, though, that I may want to lose about 5 pounds, get down to 155, but we'll see. That will come. We'll see. I'm no pressure. So, like I said, I took my injection on yesterday. It is 2:13 in the afternoon, taking a little break from work, and I have not eaten yet. And I just realized that. And I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do this video, get that out of the way, and then I can go eat lunch, because I was just working away, and I'm not hungry. The 7.5 for me is really the side effect of appetite suppression is real. It is intensified on day 1, day 2, day 3. It starts to wear off, I would say, day 4 or 5, and it's okay throughout me doing it for spreading out 14 days. Yesterday, what did I eat yesterday? We had for breakfast, I had a protein shake and my juice, my greens, and that's the Bloom's greens that I'm using right now, or I have also the Oxy greens, and I do that, and I put a scoop of L-glutamine in it, and I had that for breakfast. The shake had a banana in it, kind of similar to the video you saw before this video of my breakfast routine, my morning routine. And for lunch, I had some more chili, because I had chili left over, so I had one more serving of that for lunch. For dinner, we had this taco place, so I had a chicken bowl, and it had rice, chicken, lettuce, salsa on it, so I had half of that. I'm actually the other half right now for lunch. And then that was what I had for dinner and lunch and everything. So I wouldn't say that I went overboard on my eating yesterday or not. Now, I do want to start tracking again, like I said in the Back to Basics video. I was looking at the comment from that check-in video, and thank you guys for your comments, your suggestions, and everything on how to stay on track. Tamika said the Lose It app has a yearly subscription of $17, she believes, and so she's starting on that, using that. And it was another app that someone said, My Net Diary. J17 Nana, she said that she uses My Net Diary for guidance in tracking blood sugar. Oh, so that would be great, because she can also track her blood pressure. So a lot of things you can track. And then also, I couldn't find this comment, but I saw it come across, and then when I went to reply to it, I couldn't find it anymore. I don't know if I deleted it. If I did delete it, I apologize, but someone suggested the Shoty app. And so I went ahead and I put in my information in the Shoty app. And this is it looked like an Apple app. And let's see. So you put in your information, you get like the shot that you're doing. And so I put in that I did the 7.5 milligrams of, and it asks you what kind of injection it is, and it's Mounjaro. And then it tells you how much milligrams is in your body. Okay, right here. See it right there? At that time. So right now it's saying I have 5.49 milligrams. So I'm gonna look at this and keep using this, because this is cool to see. So Darium, I'm gonna use, did y'all see that? Darium, I'm gonna use this right now to help with keeping track of my injections. And then you can also say how often you're doing the injections and so forth. And yeah, then it tells you when your next injection is due. I think that's really neat. Y'all see that? Sorry. I think that's real neat. And then you can also say if you're having side effects. So I did put fatigue this morning, because when I woke up this morning, I was tired. I always get fatigued with the day after the injection. And so I wanted to go work out this morning. I got dressed, as you see, in my workout clothes, and I did not even go to the gym. I dropped off my kids to school, and then was going to go to the gym right after that, and did not make it. I will exercise on my treadmill later on after work. I'm probably get on there for like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I feel. But I was tired. That fatigue is real the day after the injection for me. So that's what the tracking and things. So I plan to get back into using. I'm gonna look at that at both apps for tracking my intake, My Net Diary, as well as the Lose It app. And then I've started using that Shoty app for tracking my injections. So that's great. And I can track, like I said, it lets you track your side effects. So you can kind of look at, and it lets you track where you put it. So here are all the choices. It lets you choose where you put it. Upper stomach, upper left, upper mid, lower left, lower mid, upper right, lower right. and that's where I put mine at, was the lower right. And you got the arms, the right arm, right, left arm, left thigh, right thigh. And so it helps you to say where you put it. And then any notes that you want to include about the shot, and then the time. So once you take it, you go ahead and log the time, and then it'll tell you, like, next time when you take it, that you should put it somewhere else. So it's already kind of put in there where I should take it, and that's on September 29th, and maybe put it on the upper left, stomach upper left, because it's rotating. So that's cool. So I'm gonna use the Shoty app for that, to keep track of that for right now. And also from the video, that check-in video, Miss Lynn Kitchen asked if I considered the CGM. Darium asked that as well, or mentioned that as well in one of the recent videos. And yes, so I have done the Freestyle Libre in the past, and I believe that I'm going to go back and try it again. So I will check with my pharmacy, because I think I have one more refill of it. And then from there, I'll just have my provider send in more refills and try it again. I'll try it again. So I'll be able to report to you guys next time if I started to wear the CGM again and the results. Because that does give you good information, because you can see your highs, your lows, when your blood sugar is starting to increase or when it's going down, and what's causing the increase. Like, what did you just eat? So I think I am going to go back into using that. Thank you for that suggestion, Miss Lynn. And what else? So yeah, so I just want to get back into talking with you guys, because I think it's good for us to talk about what's going on in our journeys, and just kind of continuing to spotlight the blood sugar. For me, the blood sugar is what's important at this time. Weight, I do want to continue to keep my weight under control, so that is also important. But I do want to highlight blood sugars, because we have, like Darium said, we have a lot of people out there who are starting Mounjaro, starting Ozempic, and they are starting it because they want to get their blood sugars down. I know some of the insurance companies and just different people in the health arena, like providers and things like that, when they're looking at the costs and things of these GLP-1s and these injections, they are expensive. They are expensive, and they're expensive for your insurance company. So even though your insurance company, that's why a lot of prior auths are hard to get, because these injections are so expensive, because it costs them, the insurance company, it costs them so much money. But these injections are good for other reasons. It's helping with kidney function, PCOS, inflammatory issues, sleep apnea. This is just helping in a lot of different ways. But in obesity, it's helping to combat and control and defeat this epidemic of obesity that's going on right now. I had someone call me the other day out the blue, and she was like, hey, I just want some information. You know, she is, I wouldn't say where I know her from, but I know her, and she just wanted to get information because her doctor just prescribed Wegovy for her, and she just wanted to talk it through, and just to get a listening ear and some reassurance on how it all works. I told her, you know, everybody's individualized. It affects everybody differently, and sometimes our bodies need that extra help, so to speak, to help with whatever journey we're on, weight loss and getting that blood sugar under control. So that's what's going on with me this week. I'll be starting the Freestyle Libre again, using that. I'm using that Shoty app. I hope that all is well with you. Continue to go at these journeys one day at a time, one step at a time. And just know that you got it. Don't give up. Perseverance. Keep going even when things seem difficult or seem that they cannot be accomplished, but you can accomplish those things. And I will see you guys next time. Love you. God bless.